everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of See You Weekly. From the Oscars all the way to Suburban Express, we have some very interesting topics to talk about today. So let's get started by introducing our lovely and handsome panel with all our guests. So, introduce yourself.
First of all, thanks, Amelia. Hey.
Hey.
Since we're talking about the Oscars today, I figured we all say our favorite movie. First, my name is Joe Moyles, and my favorite movie is It's a Mad, Mad World from 1967, I think it was. It's a real old school one, but it's my favorite.
Hi, my name is Lauren Hicks. My favorite movie is Pitch Perfect. The second one is coming out this summer, so gonna have to check that one out.
Hi, my name is Brianna, and my favorite movie, I would have to say, would be Gone with the Wind. So, like, a classic movie, kind of like Joe.
This Sunday was the Oscars, and I think we could all agree that this was a very interesting awards ceremony full of amazing moments all the way to very weird and awkward moments. So, guys, we all watched it, right? We were all on our couches just checking this whole awards ceremony out. But let's first talk about creepy John Travolta, because I don't think we all guessed that he would have that in him to do what he did with Adina and then with, what's her name?
Scarlett
Johansson,
Yeah.
that's right. So,
Oh, he did double creepy things? I didn't
yes,
know that.
he did too.
Oh, man, that's changing the game right there.
So he first starts out with Adina, and they, go in, I forget what award they were presenting, but they present an award, and then he, goes up to her, really, really close, and, starts messing with her. What did you guys think about that?
I know that he had a little bit of a issue with her last year when he introduced her. He was, introducing, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. He didn't even say her name.
Right,
he
didn't
introduced her
even say
name
it right.
completely weird. No one knew what the heck he was saying. So I guess they have a little history, and, I don't know, I thought it was creepy, but let him be. I don't know.
He went up to her and I remember he just kept caressing her chin and he gets really close to whoever he talks to, and I mean anyone would feel slightly uncomfortable if you were getting touched a lot, especially in front of so many people.
Yeah.
Right, and he definitely did that in front of Scarlett.
Yeah.
We're behind Scarlett. I remember he was awkwardly situated behind her, and but just being really weird. And everybody was like, "Is this part of the they do impromptu comedy stuff just to plug that into the award show?" But I don't think this was planned. What do you think?
I just
Brianna?
think that John Travolta is probably a touchy-feely guy and probably a little lonely. So, yeah, maybe it leads to a lot of awkward moments for other women.
These are the kind of things that, after such a prestigious event, you think when you go on the internet, you'd see all about the awards, but the actual thing that's always on there is the creepy, weird things that happen. So that was the first thing I saw when I looked at it. I realized if I was near Scarlett, I'd probably touch her too, but I mean, I wasn't there, so too bad. But I know John Travolta's got a little bit of a backstory. His son passed away a couple years, so that was really upsetting. So I don't know, maybe he's got a couple issues, but he did what he did. It's over now.
Well, I guess
That was a morbid way to end it. I apologize for that.
No, well, I guess in the words of Frozen, let it go, John Travolta. Let it go. Well, and also Neil Patrick Harris coming out in his underwear. Did you all see that? That was interesting. You'll have to check it out on YouTube if you didn't. Everybody knows about it. So. And everybody saw it. But, I mean, even Birdman beating Boyhood, which won the Best Film Award at the Golden Globes, and then the Birdman winning that at the Oscars. So there's, some competing opinions going on there. I don't think any of us saw any of the movies.
Yeah, we didn't see it. We're really prepared for this. I know that the Oscars are a little more prestigious. It's more if they were here, they would have this buttoned up right here. But Golden Globe is a little more, I think pretty sure everyone's drinking while it's happening. It's a little more laid back, so it's a different mindset for awards.
Right. Well, I mean, and then, so let's go on to a very incredible moment on the Oscars that I think everybody is talking about and continuing to talk about, and that is the tear-jerking performance of Lady Gaga. She did a tribute to Sound of Music and mostly to Julie Andrews, and I think what came out of her mouth was just amazing. I mean, it sounded like the movie. Honestly, it sounded like her, only different. But I don't think any of us knew that she had that. It was just so out of her genre. But I mean, what do you guys think?
I think the performance was actually very incredible. And just to see a childhood movie that I've watched all the time come to life on stage was really enjoyable.
Lauren?
I think well, basically any other award show she was in, she had like crazy outfits on, like that one, I forgot what show it was. She had like the meat suit on, and like people usually take her not as very seriously as she is, and I think that the way she presented herself too, like completely changed everyone's opinions on how they thought of her. So that was good too. And plus on the red carpet, she had like red long gloves on, and it was all over Twitter. Everyone was like making fun of her that she looked like she was doing dishes and stuff, but she completely rubbed it in everyone's face when she performed, so that was good too.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Joe?
I thought it was very professional. That was awesome. She's always been a good singer. I've always appreciated her music. We talked about her last week, actually, with her new husband, so maybe that helped her out.
Right, I mean,
she got a little confidence
yeah.
going. She got married. She's busting it at the Oscars. She's on a roll. She's on See Weekly 2 weeks in a row. Look at that.
She's even more famous now. What can we say? We don't know how much this boosted her fame. But
it might have. You
it
never
might
know.
have. It might have. Well,
Humble
anyways, well, let's move on. So there was some interesting headlines in the news today. WCIA had on their online news site that Suburban Express was getting into a feud with an on-campus newspaper. Or an on-campus paper. We don't know if it's really newsworthy, but
It's not.
the Black Sheep. And they have a little riff going on. So what do we have to talk about with this? It's just so out there.
I mean, Suburban Express had it coming to them, the way they don't let you return your tickets. I mean, they're not very customer service.
Yeah, they've had a backstory with feuding with students, feuding with clients, and just talking smack about them online. They have very prominent online presence, and it's not always positive. And they've gotten into trouble with that before.
So I mean, so basically the deal with that whole thing was basically like the Black Sheep wrote the articles about how Suburban Express sucks, and Suburban Express saw it. Originally, when I saw that, I thought they'd be angry at them. Instead, they were like saying, "We appreciate your criticism of us, and if anyone enters this promo code Black Sheep, we'll give you like a $5 discount on our tickets." That was weird. I can't really wrap my head around that. Doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't know if they're desperate or whatever, but I haven't had good times at Suburban Express. Actually,
Have you used it?
Yeah, I have. You know what? I got dumped. I was going to Chicago once, and the bus broke down about 20 minutes outside of the airport, and I had to call a taxi. And the taxi price was actually more than the bus. So I was livid. I got my money back, thankfully, but that wasn't a good experience.
Oh my god.
Oh
Sorry.
gosh. Well, I hope that they don't write us online and talk smack about us next. Here's hoping.
And maybe we should talk smack about them, and then they'll give us a promo code thing.
So also in the news, Apple is reconstructing its Emoji app to be more diverse, to have skin colors of all types and all races and include everybody. And they're really making an effort to do that. So I think that this is an amazing step in that direction. Just that they're wanting to do this. I mean, it's low key, but at the same time, you know, when you look at an emoji, you're just like, you know, where is this kind of person? Where is that kind of person? You want everybody to be represented in a way. So what do you guys think about this?
I thought it was cool. It was easy, I'm sure, for them to do that. So kind of wondering why it didn't happen yet. But the funniest thing I read about it was that when I first read it, it said, if you want to have a black Santa, you can now. Which that's just hilarious. That's really supportive. So I think it was pretty cool and funny.
Yeah, no, I mean, you just don't think about that, but then I guess, you know, people wonder, why isn't this there? Why isn't that there? Why isn't there a purple dinosaur and only a green dinosaur? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Do you guys have any thoughts on it?
I mean, I guess I didn't really think about it until I saw a black thumbs up. I'm like, oh, okay, now I can do that instead of the regular one, but it wasn't a big deal yet. Yeah.
I'm just surprised it took them this long because they come up with all these apps. Like, you could, like, I don't know, like international FaceTiming and like all this advanced things, but like.
That's a good point.
Now they just have different color thumbs.
They're like
she
speaking
said,
of
like,
emojis, maybe we should put more. Now we have an interview with one student on campus who's had an awesome internship with a radio station. So here's Hannah to introduce her to us.
Hey guys, I'm Hannah Butler, interviewing Ashley Nosike. Now let me tell you a little bit about Ashley. She is, we already talked about, she's 19 years old. She had an internship with WCSU iHeartRadio. Now Ashley, tell me, you said you got it by mistake. How did, or like on accident or whatever, how did that happen?
Okay, so here's what happened. So, you know, it's spring break, and I'm getting ready to figure out what I'm going to do for the summer. I didn't really want to travel, want to stay home, you know, just do a little something. So I called my cousin to see if she was going to be leaving for the country, because she usually, like, leaves out of town and stuff like that. And, you know, she's like, you're really talkative, and you like to talk a lot, quote, unquote. You need to do this internship. So the Tree Star Media, she gave me, like, the application. She told me who I need to talk to. And throughout the course, I met this person, Trey the Chocolate Jock, who's the one of Chicago's biggest radio hosts. You know, he's been in the league for such a long time. And, you know, I've been in contact with him for a couple of months towards the summer of last summer. And he was like, you know what? You look like someone who's interested, love your spirit, love your personality. Come to the station right as soon as you leave. Came to the station, and we had to do this process where I had to train for maybe 2 weeks. And I had to just sit in and listen on radio interviews time after again to get the skill set up. And then I did my first air show June 24th was my first show on CACR Radio. So it was a blast.
So before that, you didn't have any experience.
Girl, I
you just like talking.
I just like to talk.
So was it nerve-wracking?
No.
No? Here you are being I am 21. Do you understand? I can't look at the camera without having a sweat go down my face. How did you do it? Like, what? Do you like, courageous? Like,
grace of God. You know, I'm a firm believer of God, and you know, I feel like I was ready. You know, this is something I just wanted to do. I just wanted to talk. I just let my personality just come out. You know what I'm saying? When you're behind radio and you're, you know, talking, you have this character of yourself. You're not, like, when I'm on air, I'm not Ashley Nosike, I'm Ashley Nosike giving you all the life 2 to 7.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? That's me on air. So when I did that, it was just something that just clicked. Like, I couldn't help it. So, you know, it was just something I was just comfortable, relaxing. We talked about all the infotainment, what we like to call informational entertainment.
Nice.
And we just talked about everything, anything you could think of, and it was fun. It was like,
were you around? Like, I bet you probably learned a whole lot. Because, I mean, iHeartRadio is nothing you just play around with. That's some pretty experienced people.
Man.
What did you learn from them?
I could say I had a great mentor. Trey the Chocolate Jock. I love him to death. I promise you, I would not be here without him. He just taught me everything I need to know about radio, being radio host, and, you know, meeting the people, meeting the connects I had. You know what I'm saying? Over I did so much stuff. I hosted the parade, the Bud Billiken parade. I did the pep rally for that, and it was this huge pep rally they had at the Cultural Center in Chicago back on I think it was Martin Luther King Drive down there.
Okay, wow.
And, you know, it was my first experience actually hosting a show. I even got a chance to host here at this year's lip sync competition.
No kidding, really?
So, you know, I'm getting these little opportunities here and there, and it's all because of that. I got that accidental chance by it was just like, hey, just come to the studio, let me just hear you out. And we just,
it's like a Taylor Swift story. Like, you
man,
really,
you know,
you like Taylor Swift. Okay,
you know?
We have 30 seconds. I want to talk to you some more. But let's just end on this. So, like me, being 21, I want to learn from you. What advice can you give people out there?
Man, just follow your dream, honestly. And if you're really passionate about what you really want to do it. Don't let anything else kind of skew your mind or stir your way, because that passion is what's going to get your success going. And bada bing, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. It's a wrap.
All right, thank you so much. And
Thank
look
you.
out for Ashley Nosike / Nosike. There you go. All right, guys, have a great day.
See you.